So, Michael, a rare Saturday without a game for you. I guess you went to Field Mill?
Yeah, went to Mansfield. It was Mansfield good actually. Obviously Bradford have been disappointed with the way they turned up, but Mansfield were very good.
Doyle has gone back to Bradford. Do they play to him in the way that Swindon did?
Well, there's not many teams play. Well, they play a different shape for a start, so no. But I think people get, Hallam Hope's gone in at Swindon and scored on his debut, so they are free flowing, they are free scoring. So obviously Bradford are having a bit of a difficult time at the minute, but they've got the best home record in the league, and 4 of the last 5 away games have been away from home. So that's why they might be having a bit more of a difficult time than them. So they're still a good team, still good players, good manager who knows the level, got out the league. So it's there'll be probably 12, 13, 14, 15,000 there. So we're under no illusions it's going to be a really hard game.
And Gary Bayer will be expecting a reaction after a poor result at the weekend.
Yeah, beware of the wounded animal. That'll have hurt their pride. They're still ultimately 2 points ahead of us in the league and right in the mix. So we won't be looking at that result thinking, we went to Mansfield and won 3-0, they got beat 3-0. Unfortunately, football's not quite that simple. Mansfield have completely changed since the manager's gone in, and it was an off day. We've all had them, so we need to be aware of their reaction.
Do you think is the league starting to sort itself out a bit? In other words, there might be maybe 9 teams now that you can genuinely say are involved in this shake-up.
Yeah, I think Port Vale and Newport will probably still think they've got a squeak as well, but we're in it. Obviously we've got a couple of games in hand, but you're getting close to 2/3 of the way through the season now, so it is sort of shaping up, and we're with the chance, along with, like you say, a few others as well. So it is a big game, because if we beat them we can go above them, but on the flip side we could go 5 points behind them as well. So it's, no matter what, win, lose or draw, we're still going to be in the mix, which is at the start of the season all we could ask for, really.
How are Ruben Reid and Luke Varney after their 45 minutes each on Thursday?
Yeah, they both came through it, so they'll both be available. We'll have to make a decision whether they think how many minutes they've had. Obviously not a lot, but that top end of the pitch now, with those two coming back, it's starting to look a little bit fuller, a bit more depth, and different options as well, because they all bring different things to the armoury. So it's, hopefully we can pick the right 2 and a couple on the bench as well. So we have to make sure we, like I said, pick the right choices.
Given that Luke's been out, I think, since the game with Exeter, and Ruben's not played a lot really, are they almost like having extra signings now in this window, where actually you've been quite quiet overall? Well,
we brought Alfie in immediately, and yeah, Ruben, he still will be feeling like a new signing, because I think he's played 2 or 3 games. That's all he's played. So it's Reg was a difficult one, because he was actually fit when he went in for the operation. He played 90 minutes at Exeter, but he needed the clean out, just for his own well-being as much as anything. There's life after football, and so he had to have that, and that's taken probably 2 weeks longer than what we hoped. He had a little niggle in another part of his knee, but generally, other than that, he's a fit lad. Reg, for his age, looks after himself. People see him around the training ground. He's enthusiastic. He's the original big kid, but he's professional with it as well. So he's probably a more natural athlete than Ruben, but they both bring things that we like.
How far is Ryan Broom from being back?
Broomy trained just Saturday, so he's close. He's probably fit to play. So it's whether we decide whether he gets in the team and whether we think he's played enough football, but he's definitely available.
And these are the decisions that effectively are the core of a manager's job, aren't they? When to put people in, when is the risk small enough that they're ready?
It's picking the team that wins the game. That's my job. I think it's a good thing in the last 12 months we've got to a point now where you're thinking, well, do we pick him or him? Because there's nothing in it, for positive reasons as well, not because they're both useless. So I think there's people going to have to get left out of the squad now, so it shows the depth and the quality within the squad. They're good problems to have. It's tough, but that's my job, is to make the big decisions and make the right decisions.
obviously relatively rare in a season to have a Saturday off. The last time it happened, you came back in and the game was the Forest Green game in the league, where you didn't quite match what you've done before. Have you done anything different in these 10 days to make you think that you can hit the ground in a better shape this time?
Well, we lost against Forest Green, but I don't think we stunk the joint out. I thought they did a bit of a job on us on the day, but it's not that. I don't think we were awful. Have we done anything different? The lads went paintballing last week, had a couple of extra days off, trained Saturday morning because we didn't want to give them the weekend off. Other than that, it'd just be prep as normal. We don't normally come away too much away from what we do. We think it works. The players are comfortable with the process that we do. It's the same as the way we play. We don't change the way we play very often as well because we're more concerned about what we do. We always respect the opposition. We're always aware of what they can or what they might do and the strengths and weaknesses that they have. But we know unless we focus on ourselves, it's irrelevant. So when people talk about other teams and points and people, oh, they dropped points, they didn't, they won, it makes the difference. We only ever focus on ourselves.
You made the point earlier about there being 12 or 13,000 potentially at Bradford. Do you have to park the atmosphere and just play the match? Same size pitch, same size goals, still 11 against 11?
Yeah, for me, it's probably the one game in this league that you want to play. They're the games, Plymouth's when you're getting 10, 11,000. This is a big club in this league. Make no mistake. It's a big ground. Lots of noise will be made. Hopefully we can go there, start well and silence the crowd and get them to go the other way. But again, that depends on how we start. But as a player, these are the games you want to go and play. And you'd rather do this than go to, I don't know, anywhere and not play in front of anyone.